All right, hi guys. I'm the Common Sense Man, Jeff Wiley. This is my show. I'm doing a kind of late one here. I want to bring attention to. I want to get his name right. Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Sheeler Jr. Look his video up on YouTube. Uh, he was let go of the military after the Afghanistan withdrawal. He came out and said people should take responsibility for the failure that happened, especially the 13 men and women that died, or 13 soldiers that died. Um, and he basically said he knew he's got 17 years in the military. He kind of knew it was going to happen, but nobody was saying anything. So he tendered his letter of resignation. They didn't accept it. He was told, not basically told, excuse me, that you work at the pleasure of the president. Okay, fine. He tried to resign. He didn't want to go through that. Within a 24-hour period, he was not only released, he was jailed. Now, you can look up the video and the time when it happened, the big withdrawal from Afghanistan, the big debacle that happened. He's been in there ever since. He's in the brig. And from my understanding, if you look up the video, go to glennbeck.com, look up the video for it. He is, in my opinion, this administration's first political prisoner. He came out and said something. He took responsibility for that, which I say every day. Take responsibility for bad or good. And he did. He threw his career away, basically. He had 3 years. Then he could retire and do what he wanted to do. He put himself out there, and he was told, you're going to jail. Not told, he was taken to jail. He had a hearing come up. I want to see, I don't want to get the date wrong. I believe it was yesterday. 640-page something affidavit that was written up on him. He had 24 hours to get ready for that. And what was his crime? He wanted someone to take responsibility for the failures that happened in the 13 soldiers that died. He didn't threaten anyone. He even tendered his letter of resignation, which I think Milley, I think the Secretary of Defense, and I think McKenzie, all three of them. Those are the three stooges. Sorry, those are the three stooges. I don't know what training, where it came from, where they got it. But all three of them need to go. Retire. Get out of the military. Stop worrying about the woke politics that you're stuffing in the military and do what the job is. Protect your soldiers, first of all. First and foremost, protect the soldiers. Put them in the best possible position that they can to win the fight. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? But yet, all he did was make the suggestion that somebody needs to be held responsible. He's in jail. And nobody knows how long he's going to be there. Sorry, folks. That's a political prisoner. And I'm not talking about the January 6th stuff. I know there are people that are screaming about that, and that is understandable. This is a military veteran of 17 years that has the Bronze Star and other medals for service, made a statement. That Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, supposedly the big leaker, the big guy that came out and said, hey, President Trump had a phone call and said something that might have possibly not been right, he's still got a job. Common sense, people. Common sense. It's amazing to me that we have none of it anymore. I feel like we're living in the Twilight Zone. Anyhow, it's a late one. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it. Please like and share. Please get this out for this man and his family. Talk to your congressman, talk to your senator. Um, let them know there is absolutely no reason. The only reason he's locked up is to shut him up. Period. He said something that the administration and that this new age military did not like, and he was locked up. Can you imagine if the last guy that was in the office, of course, the bad orange man, had done this to anybody that had questioned him and locked him in prison? They are doing exactly what they said that Trump was guilty of. And I still cannot believe that 40% of this country right now believes that the man in office right now who sleepwalks every day, he's either injected with 10,000 milligrams in vitamin D and Adderall, or he's just sleepwalking because he is mentally not there. If anybody says anything different, you are not watching the same individual I'm watching. You're just not. And that's who's in charge of the country. The number 2 person in charge of the country is MIA. And the number 3 person in charge of the country is Nancy Pelosi, who basically looks like she's on a drunken stupor every other day. Again, not saying she is, just looks like it. So please read up on this guy. Like and share. I don't care who it is you like and share. Make sure this information gets out. Please pass it along. We really, people need to know that this guy has been put in jail for absolutely nothing. He never threatened anybody. He tendered his letter of resignation, which meant he was leaving, which meant he was going to lose his retirement. He was quitting. They didn't let him quit. They cut him loose, and then they arrested him. All right, folks, that's my late night ranter. Ranting. Sorry, had a small seizure there. Anyways, you guys take care. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you. God bless America. Good night.